Today we're talking about the monstrous mistresses themselves, the ladies of the Universal Monsters Dark Universe franchise. Let's start with Victoria Frankenstein, the newest addition to the Dark Universe, the great-great-granddaughter of Victor Frankenstein, who has decided to continue his legacy. And speaking of, let's talk about the Bride of Frankenstein, because a lot of you don't really understand this character. While Frankenstein's monster was made of a bunch of different body parts from dead people, the Bride of Frankenstein is one entire person. Now let's get to vampires, because there's quite a few of them. We are introduced to the Brides of Dracula in the first movie Dracula, however they have no speaking roles, they are not given names, and they just are there. In Dracula, we are also introduced to Mina Harker, who begins to get turned into a vampire by Dracula. They are able to stop this process by killing Dracula, but here's the thing. Dracula is later revived. Does this mean now that he's back, the curse continues, or is Mina Harker some sort of half-breed vampire? In the sequel, Dracula's Daughter, we are introduced to Countess Maria Zaleska, who is a vampire. She is based off the character Carmilla from the book of the same name, and she's not the actual daughter of Dracula. She's just a woman that was turned into a vampire by Dracula. She has no love lost there. She hates Dracula. She's glad he's gone. She was hoping that his death would break her curse, but it doesn't. And for those wondering, yes, the lesbian vampire is killed by a straight guy who she says, "No, I don't like you." He doesn't take no for an answer, and he shoots her dead. In the Son of Dracula, we are introduced to Catherine Caldwell, a woman who goes to Europe and is entranced by the Son of Dracula Alucard. However, it's just a ploy. She's tricking him. She's actually a magical witch who is immune to his glamour. She convinces him that she is overwhelmed by his beauty. She gets him to turn her into a vampire, and after she's a vampire, she kills Alucard. Girl boss. In The Invisible Woman, we are introduced to Catherine Caldwell, who is the only invisible person of the 5 to not go insane when they get the invisible serum. However, for her, the invisible serum is only temporary. She needs to drink alcohol to activate it. It leads to a lot of comedic, funny scenes. And we save the most tragic for last with the story of the lady mummy, Amina/Ananka. In The Mummy's Ghost, Amina is just a regular girl. She is chased after by the mummy. However, the heroes fail. The mummy gets a hold of Amina, takes her into a swamp where the both of them drown and die together. However, in the sequel, The Mummy's Curse, Amina comes back to life, now embodied by the soul of Ananka, an ancient Egyptian princess. However, just like the first, the mummy chases after her, and just like the first, unfortunately, she does not get a happy ending. She ends up dying and turning to dust. And yes, with the exception of the vampire witch Catherine Caldwell, all of the ladies in the Universal Monster franchise are turned into monsters because of men. Hey, not all men are awful, just a lot of them. Have a magical day, everyone.